Hi guys. So as you can see at the moment I'm in Office Autopilot. Um, I'm currently in the autopilot section, which is this bit here. And as you can see, there's a couple of sequences that are set up. These are step sequences, so they require either an action by a party of sorts, um, or they are then in a step. So for instance, in that case you have a step. As soon as someone signs up to something, that's classified as an action that puts them into a sequence. So that first step in that sequence is a sign up, and then from then on they get consecutive emails either based on time or an action. At the moment, you can see this one, Jess Lean Logic already subscribed to sequence test. I've called it that because I want to have a couple of people in that sequence already, so they subscribe to that sequence. And what I want to do is set up an auto response trigger via a form that will put them into this sequence, which says auto response triggered sequence, and remove them from the above. So what we want to do is you can have a look at this one. It shows you I've already sent 3 emails, and if you can, oh here you go, it's got 2 subscribers. I don't know whether it actually, oh it does, sorry. The subscribers are these 2 here, Dennis and Viv. What I want to do at the moment, you can see that I'm not in there. I want to put myself in there for the purpose of this, so it should send me an email straight away as soon as I get into this one. So we'll see how that goes. I want to go to, first I want to go to contacts, because I want to remove myself from the second sequence. And then my computer's going to go slowly, isn't it? Yeah, I'll put you guys on, oh, is this even recording? Oh yeah, I'll put you guys on pause for a second. Alright, so if I click in my name, and you can see these are all other groups. Any of the ones that you'll notice I do, tend to have like a Lean Logic test kind of group name. That way I just keep mine separate from Anthony's at the moment. So I'm going to go into Jessica Key, scroll down to sequence and tags, and you can see I'm in the auto response one, but not in the already subscribed. So I want to remove myself from that one, so I'm just going to remove it by pressing that red button, and then I'm going to press save. So the other thing I want to do, I should have done that just then, is add myself to the already subscribed sequence test. So click on that one and click accept. Now what that should do, oh hang on, press save. So what that should do is when I go to autopilot, it should show me that there are now 3 subscribers to that one. And that says subscribers 3, and when I click on that one, it should say my name here, which it does. It says I'm on current step 0. So I want to look at the different steps. I click on edit sequence, and you can see there's like step 0 or 1 and 2, and you can have a look at each of them. And what I've done is I've written an email that says good afternoon, and my name will come up here, Jess, da 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 da, I want to test this, and there's a link just here. You can do that very often, it says link with an underline. What that should do is send me an email with this, and it should send me, this link should send me to a landing page with a form. Now to see where the form is, let me just press cancel because I don't want to change anything. The form that's attached to that link, if I go to my account, admin, I'm going to right click and open in a new web page so I can show you both at once. Okay, so admin takes me into this kind of page, and this is manage smart forms. I'm going to click on that one. And my one is this just test form. So I'll click in there. Oops, I need to click edit. And you'll see it's a very, very basic form. It's not fancy, it's not, all it's asking for is the ones that are outlined in red are the ones that it must have, like they're required, otherwise it won't go through. So yeah, you can see it's basic. But, give me 2 seconds. So what we want to do now that we're in the form section, obviously, to do a form, if you haven't got one pre-made, you'll have to make one. This is one I made months ago that I've been doing some testing on. So if I go to this section up here, which is settings, so at the moment we're in design, we want the settings bar. In here you have your options for, I suppose, your opt-ins, and so you can have like a double opt-in, which is where they sign up for something, then they get sent an email saying, are you sure you want to sign up, and they have to say yes. Or you can have this one, which is single, where they sign up and they're signed up. So I decided single. I'm using a landing page which is called Tag Just Test, blah 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 blah. This is the link. I know you can't read it all. tagjusttest.mypepperpage.com. That's the page that link goes to, and that page looks like this. And again, very basic. If you're doing one properly, please make it look better than that. So to get it to have a particular rule, to subscribe one person to subscribe a contact to this sequence whilst removing them from another sequence. You come down to this section, it says rules, and these rules are run when the form is filled out. Before I went add rule, the add rule it looks like this. So you put a name to it. So what can we call it? Moving contact from one sequence to another whilst removing from original sequence. What are the conditions? I left that bit blank because I wasn't entirely sure, what I would do. I suppose if, I don't know, you have a particular reason for them not to be moved into something, or rather not to be removed from something, you can put that in here. But what should happen? This is the bit that matters. So I went, what should happen when I fill out the form? Well, I want to assign this contact to a sequence. But I also want to remove a contact from a sequence. So I just press plus again, and I click here, remove contact from a sequence. Oops. So, do not, unless you want it, do not click remove contact from all sequences, or they're only going to be added to one sequence and not have any other ones. Unless, of course, you want that. I'm going to get rid of that bit. Yes. Alright, so it says, okay, you're going to assign them to a sequence. What sequence do you want? Well, the sequence that I want is one that I made up, which we looked at before. It was called Jest Lean Logic Auto Response Triggered Sequence Subscription Test. Now, this, I'm going to click back to another page, is the same as this. So what it's saying is, if they select that form, please put them into this sequence. Yep. So I'm going to click. I'm going to click that one. Auto response. So it's assigning them to that one. Okay. So assign contact to Jest Lean Logic Auto Response Triggered Sequence Subscription Test. What a long name, but it made sense to me. And remove them from. The one I want to move them from is this one that already subscribed to sequence test. I scroll down and here it is, already subscribed to sequence test. Save. So we're going to assign and then remove. Save response. Now, as you can see, there are now two of these. Both have exactly the same rules. The reason there's two of them is because I just did one to show you, so I'm going to get rid of the one that I just showed you, just because I've already got one there. I know it works. You can also have it send a notification to a particular email address once someone signed up to this form. So send notification of this email address, to this email address when the form is filled out. And at the moment it's sending to my email address. And this just says that the owner of the contact will be Anthony, and that's fine. I'm not going to touch these because I don't think I need them. I'd rather not screw something up. And then you just press save, which is up here in the top right. Save, and it goes, oh, okay. In this case, I've done nothing except for add something and remove it again. And then you can just press back. I've already saved them, so that's fine. And I'll take you back to the original page. So, what we want to do now, remember I signed myself, or actually, let me go back to this one for a second. If I go into contacts, remember I put myself into the already subscribed one? That was so that it should send me an email, which was the very, very first email that said, here is a link. So, I'm going to go to my email account. Gmail, because that's where my email is. And hopefully, it didn't send me one. No, I don't want that, whatever that is. I am not doing too well. Let me... Alright, what it should do is send me this email straight away. However, it hasn't done it, so what I'm going to do just for the... just to make a point, I suppose. Oh, because I didn't see it. What time is it? It's now 10:30. Oh, it's not going to send for another half hour. Save step. And now. Alright, hopefully this will come through in a minute. I'm going to put you guys on pause until it does. For some reason, it's not sending the email. However, I already have the email from earlier, so I'll click into it and we'll see if this works. So basically, I click on this link, and it should take me to the page with the form on it, which is this one. And so I type in my details. Oh, well, I don't type in my details. Key would be my email address. And I hit submit. Although it doesn't look like anything's changed, really, after I hit submit, it got rid of my name and whatnot, so it means that it's gone through. So now, what should happen is there should be, how do I explain it? Alright, so attached to that auto response triggered sequence, if I go into editor, you can see what I've got set up. So what it says is on day 0, immediately, so as soon as they sign up, send them this email, which is called Lean Logic Welcome, just blah blah blah, thanks for signing up, and it should have their first name here. So I'm going to close this up because I don't need that anymore. And, okay. Remember I mentioned within the form that it said it could send a notification to my email address if someone signed up. What it's saying is here, new lead, Genesis test form. Hey, look, someone just filled out the form, and this is what they wrote. So their first name is this, last name, email address, mobile. And then, because it was me that signed up, I got the Lean Logic welcome email, which means you know that I've been signed up for the new sequence. And it came up with, dear Jessica, blah blah blah. So we know that they went through. What we don't know at the moment is if I got, as well as signed up for the new one, got removed from the old one. So what we can do, we can go to autopilot, and see here, when I put myself down for that sequence, it had subscribers 3, and it had my name and Dad's and Viv's, and now it doesn't. However, the auto response triggered sequence blah 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 one that form said, put her in this if she fills out the form. The subscribers 1, and the subscriber is Jessica. So now that I'm signed up to this one, and it says that I'm unsigned from that. Another way to check that I've been signed up for one and removed from the other is to go back to my contacts, click on my name, or your contact name, scroll down to see here, sequences and tags. Here's that Lean Logic one, which is the one that I just got signed up for, and the one for before that said about already subscribed to is no longer there anyway. So we know that that's worked correctly. What I've also done, if I go to this back page again, the already subscribed one, if I click in that and I go edit, something I did, which we're also testing, is open. A second email sent on the next day that says, hey, you didn't sign up. That's why you're still getting this email. So I've got the first email that says, hey, click this link, fill out the form. Now if they don't click it and I don't fill it out, they should still be attached to this sequence. So on the second day, it says, you're receiving this email, however, if you filled out the form, you shouldn't be getting it. So this is just another test. We're going to see that if this one goes through tomorrow, because like Dad hasn't signed up for through the form, then he should get this email. But we want to know that if he then goes back to the first one, clicks the link here, and fills it out, that he does get sent into the new sequence and removed from this one. Another fail safe to make sure it all works. So that's the basics of it. I can't think of anything else, and I'm saying basics, but it's taken a little while to go through. I hope that makes sense, and yeah, good luck.